Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Yuri the second, and today we are here for round number 5 of Ultimate League Season 12 Sim. And as you can see here, we got standings. So let's take a look at the driver standings first. And as you can see, it's Nandi leading the way as he got second place in most part on a very close, tight battle with his teammate in the end. And that Buddha who took only P6, he got a lot of struggles. He's now down to second place once again. And then Ant is now in third place as he got only P11. He was running in last place at some point on the last race, so yeah, things really went crazy. In the meantime, we got here Sobel with 63 points. He's really catching up because see his results just improving even more. Now he got the win in most part, which was really amazing. He was like really running very low at some points, but then I think he got some luck with the rain, and then he actually managed to make the most out of it to then catch up to the top three, then get the win in the end. And then you got here also Grandi just holding on and Pamushes as well with 64 points in P6. So yeah, let's then take a look at the teams. As you can see now, LSL is the way as they got an amazing 1-2 finish last race. So they got maximum points, actually it's almost maximum points as they're still the fastest lap point, which they didn't get. And then ATH now in second place. They're steadily been falling down, especially in the final two rounds. 41 and 26 points compared to the 42 and 48 from the first two races. And you see here Full Force catching up to NTH a little bit, and BAR also doing pretty well there in P4 right now. They got third in the team's last race. And then we got also FGR super close on the top 5. Then we got RMC also just getting better every single race, scoring even more points than the previous race. So they're now catching up to Mayhem Racing. And then you got still SCP and Lynx Racing battling for P8 in the constructors. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the how I set up the grid for the qualifying. And yeah, it's all based on the drivers' real life or real races average qualifying. So if you want for your AI to start a little bit more at the front in qualifying, you gotta do well in qualifying in the actual races. So yeah, this is set up now. Gotta change here for 5 minutes, and I think everything is done here. I got soft tires, yeah, 10% rain, collisions off. So alright, everything is done. So let's go straight to qualifying. We're gonna be racing in Istanbul Park, and here we go. The drivers are ready, and I have to put my headphones on. But here we go. We are starting qualifying here, and now Buddha leading the way pretty well. As you see, also Sobo now anti putting himself more at the front. As you might remember from the last race, I changed the car and I put maximum speed on them because I think it makes these sim races much better. So yeah, right now it's Pula leading the way. It looks like they can actually make the final corner. I was kind of concerned, but looks like now it's TNT Amazing gonna be leading this qualifying series actually. But yeah, I gotta change here. Okay, fastest lap now. So it's Yuris leading the way and Kubo in second place. That's really amazing there. Of course, it's the first lap, and so some drivers will not really be doing that well. But let's see now. What laps will these drivers be doing? Can Buddha beat Uri's lap? Is only P15. And here he goes, up into the provisional pole. You see here Anti getting P6, and it's I stole these words up to second place. That's an amazing qualifying so far from the British driver. You know, one of the big names showing here, it's Sobol on P13. He really needs to get up there, as he's in P4 in the right now on the overall race, and he certainly needs to do well. Because you know Corby trying to pass him, but yeah, momentum is really crucial. So if they can keep the main line, that will be better. Because you know Sobol improving for P9, but suddenly he gets down to P10. But then Anti gets provisional pole, a lap of 25.15. And then he's pulling second place and installing third. And yeah, as we see here, Kubo and Corby, they are slowing down each other. That's really not ideal. But Corby's still doing pretty well now. He's up to P5. Let's see, he also Pamushes. Where is Nandi? Ooh, Nandi only P16. Oh my god, that's really dangerous. Is he only P17 now? Ooh, he could be the one of the big victims of this new kind of qualifying format. And this is really weird because he's the one that starts from first place. He's the one with the best qualifying average. think with the 2.5 he's really consistent in qualifying. Well, he's been a beast on that. So, but yeah, you can see right now, I believe Antti improved his lap. No, he didn't. Yeah, Sobel did, but not really enough to improve any position. Nandi now improving to a P11, that saved him a little bit, so I would say. And yeah, you see also Razim at his only P15, that's really not ideal. Kraft as well. Kraft sadly is really doing bad in these sim races. He's doing much better in the outshore races. Put himself to the top 10. I think he's one of those drivers that's certainly been stepping up this season. They're doing amazingly well. But yeah, you can see right here the drivers already separating each other, so this could be interesting for the second half of qualifying. Hoping for so much drivers who are doing bad so far. We'll hope for the rain to never come in. Remember that the rain can always appear and shake things up. But yeah, right now I don't see anyone pitting. But soon, oh, there we go. Now we see first driver to do it. It's going to be Quexley. So he's the one who's going to have more laps or more qualifying best lap attempts on this second half. We see right now Buda will be leaving. Yeah, he's still staying out. Antti as well. I guess they know they are doing pretty well, so I guess they're not that worried about the second half of qualifying. But let's see now. Yeah, I stole these words. Sobel. And then it's Razim. Razim really needs some good qualifying, but he's staying out, so I don't know if he's doing the best. You see right here is Buda, still the one leading the way. As now there's going to be sunny, so I think we won't have any rain once again in qualifying. You see right here Corvid and Pamushus. Now Sobel. Can he improve his lap? No, he's not going to improve. You see getting very close now to Antti. Sledian's getting a lot of FPS issues right here, but okay, seems to be improving a little bit. You can see Sobel messing up those corners a little bit. As you can see, yeah, Buda and Antti on their out lap, and I think Sobel was on the out lap as well. Let's see, can he improve his lap? He's only P10, so he certainly needs to improve, and he can improve to a P6. Really nicely done there from Sobel. And see, now Kubo up to third place. Kubo up to third. I can see now Kraft also improving to P5. That's really amazing there. So now everything is kicking off. And the drivers finally put themselves in a good position. So they just keep on improving. As you can see, I think Buda will give us one more lap of qualifying. And he improves also for pole position now. Beating Antti's lap by 300s, I mean. You can see now Antti second. And Sobel only P9 so far. As Nani only P15. He's really drowning right now. As a lot of drivers are improving, but he's not. And now it's the final lap of qualifying. Who's gonna get pole position? Buda, I think, is on a very strong lap. Can he prove his best? And oh, he can't. He's very close. But now Antti's gonna steal it. Antti's gonna steal pole position right from Buda right on the last lap. And I think this is gonna be it. Nani improves for P7. So he saves himself in the end. So this is qualifying over, but Jesus Christ, it was actually a really good section. Like a lot of drivers improving on the second half. And I think the cars are also part of it, because momentum is really important, and at the beginning they're more close to each other. Finally, when they start to get spread out, they finally get themselves on a great, doing a great line, using only the main line. And that allows them to improve more at the further. And then, yeah, on the second half of the qualifying, when they are more spread out, they just can improve their laps. So it's really amazing. As you can see here, it's going to be not other than yet the amazing, starting from pole position. As I gotta check, okay. So it's Antti starting on pole position, and Buda will start alongside for the first round. Then his teammates, Kubo, starting on third place. As you got Isol Lizard starting from P4, and Kraft with an amazing qualifying, P5 there. As then you got Corvin in P6, that's ahead of Nandi. And then Pamushas in P8, and we got Rosim and Grandy closing the top 10. As then we got Kado, and then Sobel only in P12 this time, as we got then Mari Fries and Yuris in round number 7, and it's Jeruni and Andres. And then you got the SCPs of Klitz and Rams starting from the back of the grid. As you can see, it was a really close qualifying. Now that I see only 87 tenths, 87 tenths, like close to each other. It's really, it was a really interesting qualifying, and this could give us an indication that the race is gonna be close, as we're gonna have 48 laps. I think all the settings are on, and there we go. Let's actually gotta check. Maybe I'm gonna put sprint screen here. Alright. Right, so let's go into to the race right now. You see, it's gonna be the end of the first half of this season. Here we go, they are racing in Istanbul Park. And his Antti has a quite decent start on the mediums, as we see now Buda trying to defend from his teammate in third place. As you can see now, they go side by side and Kubo up to second place. You can see now Hernandi already up to P5. Nice start from the Hungarian driver who's leading the championship. As we see now Rossi with a really good run there into that triple corner there. And now he's gonna put himself ahead of now I stole these words. So there goes Rossi, as you can see him going side by side with Buda. There's now his Antti leading the way, Kubo second, Buda third, and it's Rosim. Then we got Stoll, then Hernandi right here. Then we got Graf as well, trying to pass the Hungarian driver. So we see now going for a straight back, but doesn't work well, and now he's gonna lose some momentum. As we see now Grandi getting very close, as we see also Hernandi also trying to pass Stoll here. Let's see now as he goes around the outside to the final corners right now, to the final double chicane. As you can see now, they're going side by side still. It's Nuddy on the outside, now Kraft on the inside. And now as you see, still a big battle, triple battle here for P5. As we see now, Kraft goes on the inside, but he loses some momentum there. So Hernandi is going to keep P5 for the moment. As we see now, some big battle here. They're going 3 wide right now. Corvid, Stoll and Grandi. As Grandi is going to make another overtake on the outside. Really amazing, well done. As we see now, Kubo trying to challenge Antti for the lead of the race. As we see now, Buda also on the chase. 3-way battle for the lead of the races now. You can see Kubo and Antti going almost way too little, but now Buda is going to take the chance and take second place as Kubo completely messes up that double chicane. And now it's Rosim right behind him. This is now in P4, battle for the... Actually, lap number 4 is the battle for the last podium place right now. So now we got here Stoll, now Sobo on the inside line. Can he take the move there? He goes too deep. No, he's going to touch the grass. Oh my god, big mistake there from the Dutchman. As we see now, Andries, another fellow Dutchman there, passing him on the outside of turn 1. So Sobel really only P11 right now. He's been doing amazingly well on this championship, at least on the last 3 rounds. He's been catching up to the front guys after the disaster in Malaysia, but now could he be up for another disaster here? It's only P11, but it's still too early in the race to say that. So as you can see now, oh my god, Promotions with the triple overtake! Oh my god, what an overtake from the Swedish driver. Now up to P11, you can see now him and Sobo and Jeroni going side by side with each other. 3 wide they went there. You can see now Kado, then Rams now on the inside. There's quite a lot of battling and a lot of action on this track right now. As you can see now Sobo goes around the outside of Pamusha. He's gonna take now P11. And oh my god, what an amazing battles. You see Andre is doing amazingly well now in P10. And now Pamusha is gonna take the inside line, and there he goes up to P11. But yeah, right now it's like Antti still leads his way, Budin still is second, so not really much is happening at the front. He's been more in the midfield. As you see here, Kraft and Mari Freeze battling a little bit. Now it seems like I think Budin is trying to catch up to Antti. Although I think Antti's mediums might start to get better than Budin's soft tires, so we will see what they will do in the later on. But yeah, Antti doing an amazing race right now. He hasn't won any race on this scene, but he has won 1 race in the actual championship, as he got the win in Mosport Park with a really amazing performance from him. As you can see right now, Buda goes into the pits. Will Kubo follow him? Now it looks like, doesn't look like it. So there he goes, Buda. Then you got Rosim and Randy. So yeah, those are the drivers that will pass the Estonian drivers. You can see getting very close there with Martin Freeze. Now he's down to P8. As everyone was once again being very close to each other. In most part they were very crazily close. I think it was really an amazing race. As we see here now, Buda gonna try and pass Mary Freeze on the inside line, and there he goes. It's a nice move there. Now he's gonna try and pass. I saw these words, but he's gonna get the penalty. He's gonna lose position to Mary Who. No, he doesn't. He managed to block her, but yeah, he's now in P5 trying to pass a stall. as this is not really good for his race. He's losing a lot of time with this traffic, but this will certainly benefit Antti, who's staying out until so far. Looks like he's gonna stay out even further now. 11 laps he's gonna do at least on those mediums, as now we can see Antti pulling himself into the pits now, going for the hard tires. There's Bulle going low on the stints and higher on the pit stops, of course, as we see now. Kubo maybe go for the move on the outside. There he goes, nice move there. You see Mary Fries and Nandi now going side by side with each other. There's the championship leader now passing the spreader on the outside, and yes, he can do it there. You can see, but now Mary Fries is gonna come back, and now she goes on the inside, but Nandi smartly makes the switch back there. Very nice, nicely done, but now Mary Fries goes around the outside, but she's going to touch the grass on the outside there. You see now Kubo messes up a bit. Nandi will give him a little punt, and now he goes around the outside. Nicely done. Now you can see it's Bulle versus Grandi, who's leading the way on this race. But now Bulle goes around the inside. Can Grandi come back? There he can't. Bulle still keeps the grip. And now it's Antti on much better tires than Bulle's. This is really good. I think Grandi stood out to slow down Bulle, but now he's slowing down his teammate. Oh, that's not really nice, but now he's gonna let him pass. But yeah, I think he was out to help Antti by slowing down Bulle, of course, and I think he did a pretty good job. But now he also managed to slow down his teammate Antti, and yeah, now Bulle with still a good gap, but I think Antti will start to reduce it as he has much better tires. Well, we will see Grandi still staying out on those hards. You can see now it's Kubo versus Nandi here. It's the battle for the net, third place. And now they are lapping Arist, who's really not doing that well now. You can see now Nandi is now not getting that close to Kubo, it seems. It's now, there you go. They're both now gonna have to battle Grandi. You can see now Kubo goes around the inside. Can Nandi take advantage? He can. He's gonna mess up that corner as well, trying to avoid the drivers ahead. But now he makes a double overtake. Oh, nicely done there from the Nandi to now take third place in the race. And now Antti is gonna get very close now to the lead. Can he go now on the outside? Oh, he's gonna pull the switch back. There he goes, Antti, up into the lead of the race. Bull is now in second. As you can see, Grandi goes into the pits finally after 15 laps. That's even higher than the maximum number predicted for the hard tires. But yeah, now he goes for the mediums. And now it's gonna have some rain, so that's really disaster from Grandi. He was just pitted. He was the last driver to pit, and it's not going to be worth it now, as everyone is going to go into the pits to change for either wets or inters. And it seems like the majority is going to be choosing the wets so far, it seems. As it's light rain, but it seems like it's going to be more towards the middle. So here they go. And this will certainly help Bulle a little bit, as the distance would have been much further if as he has older tires, but now that's no longer the case. They all have the same tires right now, all choosing the wets. So there's not going to be that much strategy happening right now, as everyone has the exact same tires, just pure racing and pace battle, I would say. But yeah, you can see now, Andrew is really doing amazingly well now. Up into P7 he goes. You can see also Kraft finally doing well in these sim races. I think this would be his first top 10 of this sim season, and is up to P6, and also was him doing an amazing job in P5. So this actually is an amazing race for Mayhem Racing, and I think this will allow them to run away from RMC's only P14 and P15. So the same problems that they were having at the beginning of the season are coming back now. As you can see here, oh my god, the teammates! It's almost crashing with each other there. You see, I saw these was really losing a lot of time now to Pemushus, as they're trying to catch Mary Fries in P10. Then you got Sobel only P9 in this race. So consistency has really been hard for the top drivers. As you can see right now, Bulle trying to catch up to Antti. I think he's getting closer for sure. You see now he's gonna pass Journey on the outside. He's gonna lose some time there. It's not ideal. This allows Antti to run away a little bit more. Then you got also Nandi trying to get closer to the lead. But yeah, we also got here Sobel
Now try to pass maybe Grandi around the outside. No, he can't. He's trying to switch back now. But yeah, not going to work well, looks like. Now we've got some drivers really getting close to each other. Might be a freeway battle here for P7. As you can see right here, some traffic ahead. Here, Rist and Gletsley, who are battling for P17. But yeah, right now you can see Sobel getting close there. Who's gonna do some time there behind your wrist? There's something certainly does not want to be stuck behind lap drivers. Because you know, Psychoris is gonna manage to pass Gletsley there for P17. But now Sobel is finally gonna get past him. As you can see also Graf trying to get himself close to Razim for a top 5 finish. As we see here, Buddha still trying to get closer to Anti, and it certainly got a little bit closer now. More than 1/10 he gained on the last lap. It's still Anti leading the way. But let's see what can the Estonian driver do. But I think he's really getting close now. He's very close to the slipstream range. As you can see already getting affected by the spray from Anti. But let's see what can Buddha do. He's going on the inside now. He's had a look there, but now he's gonna mess up turn 1. He's gonna allow Anti some breathing space here, but now Carlos is gonna push Anti outside. He's gonna get the penalty. But this allows now Buddha to catch up him as he goes around the inside. And now around the outside, but he's gonna take the lead of the race. Some big incident there with Carlo. As you can see now causing more trouble now. It's Anti. He's very close to Buddha, but he's just gonna stay behind for now. Maybe waiting for Carlo to do something there, but as you can see here, Buddha still in the lead of the race, but now Hernandez is getting very close because of all of this. So it's a freeway battle for the lead of the race. It's the top 3 drivers from the standings, as you can see right now. But let's see now, Hernandez takes this sideline, he takes 2nd place. It was a really nice sneaky move there from the LSA driver. But he's still Buddha leading the way. Right here, you see also Hernandez messing up a little bit. Then we got here Anti. Now racing it further. You can see Hernandez with a mistake. Anti losing some ground now to the top 2 drivers. He was leading the way, but now only third. Doesn't seem to be getting close to even 2nd place right now. I think he's really showing who has the pace on this track, at least on wets. You can see now Hernandez is trying to inside line, doesn't work well. You can see now Goulet is gonna push Buddha off the track. He's gonna get the penalty now. This allows Hernandez to have a look around the outside. He's not gonna do it, so he loses it to the grass as well. Now Anti's right behind, catching up to this 2 once again. So it's still a freeway battle for the lead of the race. The rain I think seems to have ended, and it's sunny, so it's gonna be dry tires very soon. I think they're gonna do a final lap on the wets to then go to the pits on the next lap. Yeah, this is now lap 28. So they have got to the halfway point already. But yeah, he's still Buddha leading the way now. We see Hernandez still very close to the Estonian driver to try to take the win here. As I believe both have 2 wins here now. I don't think so, I'm not really sure, but now they're all going to the pits. What tires will they choose? Buddha goes on the hards, Nandy on softs and Anti on medium, so they all choose a different tire compound. That's very interesting. So they all have their distinct strategies, and so Hernandez will be the one trying to pass Buddha, but now that's gonna be not ideal to let Anti pass on the inside. They go side by side with each other, but now Hernandez has a run around the outside, but Anti still takes it. Either way now up to 2nd place, but Hernandez with much more speed on the back straight, but Anti still takes back on the final corners. But now Hernandez on the straight around the outside, but he's gonna go into the grass, so that allows Anti to keep 2nd place. Very aggressive defending from Anti. But at least it could have been much worse, I would say. But let's see now, Hernandez maybe taking move on the inside, he can't, so yeah, you can see here Kubo trying to catch up to the leaders. I think it might be possible if they battle too much. But now seems to be Buddha being able to run away now. You gained 0.15 seconds there. So Buddha is the one leading the way, Anti 2nd, and he's Hernandez 3rd. Looks like they're starting to separate from each other. As you can see also this battle for P7. Looks like Anti is now down to P9. But at P7 is still possible. It's still very close to Sober and Grandy. I think things are heating up again at the front. As you can see now, Antti catching up to Buda at the right ahead there. As you can see, Hernani might be looking still for the lead of the race, but he should be the one with the best bet. He is the one with the softs, but he's the one running in third place. As you can see right now, Buda tried to pass Ramsey. He's gonna get blocked there. Not ideal. Rams was getting a penalty, but for some reason he wasn't ghosted for Buda. Because you know, Nadi really getting close now. He's gonna get a little bit blocked there by Binary Frias. Now he goes around the inside. Buda still leading, but now Nadi is very close, Antti as well. And now you can see now Nadi goes for the second place. He's on the inside line. Can he take the lead from Buda as well as he tries it? Oh my god, really very close there, but now Antti goes deep into the grass. He's now down to third place. As you can see, Nandi tries inside of turn 1, doesn't work well, so Buda is still the one leading the way. This Antti, I mean, in third place and Nandi in second now. We're going to have more rain into this race, but this shouldn't affect anyone really bad, as no one is making any extra pitch stop. But now you can see some battle here to see who would be the first to pit, and it looks like it's going to be Buda. Much better run there. As you can see, Hernani's going to take the heaters. That's interesting. We might see some mixed strategies, looks like. You know, Hernani might have a little bit of an advantage until the rain doesn't appear. But now you can see it's going to be full wet conditions now. Oh, this is going to be a disaster for Hernani. He has taken the heaters. Maybe a huge risk there is now. I think Buda and Hernani will certainly benefit from this if the rain stays long enough. Let's see now, but still Hernani tries to take the lead of the race, and there he goes, he's leading the way. He's certainly not giving up, maybe trying to hold him down, but now he's going to mess up turn 2 and Buda takes the lead back, and now Antti up into second place as Hernani goes deep into the grass. Now he's down to third place. You can see now Antti takes the lead of the race, he goes around the outside. And he's Buda in second. And then we see now Kubo getting close to this top 3. To these top 3 drivers. Could Kubo take his first podium on this track? That would be an amazing drive from the Polish driver. He started from the back of the grid to being a complete back marker to now being a podium contender, to fight for a podium multiple times. But could he finally get it here in Istanbul Park? That's the big question. But right now it's Antti leading the way and Buda now in second. Looks like we're getting back to how things were at the beginning of the race. So many twists and turns around this race. You can see now Buda tried to pass also this word. He's gonna get blocked by him. He's gonna get pushed into the grass by Stoll. Stoll is gonna get the penalty for that. Looks like he's got some distance from his teammates. But yeah, let's see now Buda is trying to keep it close to Antti, to not let him get away on this rain state. And now there's only 10 laps to go till the end of the race. Who's gonna take the win? That's the big question. As you can see right here, Buda is really getting close. But now he's gonna miss up those 2 corners. This will allow Antti to get some distance once again. Buda is trying his best to beat him today, to maybe take the lead of the championship. You can see now Hernani really not having a chance on those inters. Down to P4. Escubo now doing amazingly well now in third place. This could be the first podium for the first driver. As FLF, it could be something be catching up to the front, to the LSA team. As Sobol, where is Sobol? I think he's in P6 and Nani is in P4. But either way, it's Antti leading the way, Buda in second. Then you got Kubo third, then it's Nani P4. Then you got Crossim doing amazingly well there in P5. Then you got Sobol, then it's Wendy. Graf as well in P8 and Andres also in P9. You got Pelucius there in P10. Then you got also, I stole these words. Looks like both the BARs has managed to pass Manny Frias in these races. Now Manny Frias is running in P12 as you can see. Ooh, Corbin and Wendy having a little bit of a moment there. You see also Kado, then it's Chiruni. Yeah, the RMC is not really doing well today. Same for SCP. Only P16 and P17, and then Yuri is also in last place there. yeah, looks like now Andy has managed to get some distance to Buddha. That's very crucial for his race, as I think they might still do one more lap on those wets, and then they're gonna all choose the soft tires until the end of the race, unless the rain comes back to the race. But yeah, now things are really starting to get interesting. Buddha really got close to Andy. He's gonna make a big mistake there. He goes into the grass. He's once again off Andy to get some distance. I think Andy might finally take his first win of this season. Maybe go to the chase of the title for the title, as you already started to see some drivers pitting, starting from Razim. But now here they go. Here they go. Oh my god, some big moments there. Oh, they were almost blocking Andy there. But here we go. It's 5 laps to go. We are going to pick the soft tires. There's some drivers still staying out on the inters. You see, that's the case from Pamushas. Nadi luckily didn't do the same, I don't think. Yeah, Nadi is pity. Where is Nadi? Where is Nadi? What the hell? Oh, he's leading the way. He hasn't pitted. Oh my god. So he actually decided to stay out on those inters. Now he's gonna have better tires than Kubo, but can he be able to catch up to the Polish driver for the last podium position? That is the big question. As right now, I think he might still have a battle for the lead, hopefully. Because we got Antti leading, but Buddha might be able to catch up to him. But I think we got some battles still here. It's Andrzej versus Grandi, that's for P8. But yeah, now I think Buddha is really getting close. As you can see right now, Andy's gonna have to pass Corvid and Buddha's gonna have to pass Rams. Now he's gonna have to pass the FCR drivers as well. Wait, there he goes around the outside. Corvid gets him past nicely there. And now there he goes. Buddha goes for the sideline. Can he take the lead of the race? He goes too deep into the grass and there goes Andy. He skips it. That's a really big moment there. Once again, Andy gets some distance, some breathing space. But can Buddha catch up to Andy? As the time is certainly running out. And it's just 1 lap and a half, maybe not even that, until the end of the race. And he's still Andy, still leading the race. As you can see right now, as Andy's gonna cross the Irish now, it's the final lap of the race. Can Buddha still catch up to him? That's the big question. As the time is really running out now, just half a lap to go. But I think Andy's doing an amazing job now to pass Buddha. But I think nothing that Buddha can do right now. Andy has done an amazing job to hold off to a really powerful beast right behind him. But here he goes. Andy wins the Turkish Grand Prix. And his Buddha is going to be in second place. And Kubo, with an amazing performance, is going to get his first ever podium. And Nandi is going to get P4 and also the fastest lap of the race. As we see then his teammate Sobol in P5. As we got Rosim in P6. And then this Graf is going to be in P7. And then this Andrzej is now in P8. What an amazing performance by those two drivers. And then you got Grandi P9. And then you got Pamushas closing the top 10. Then he's going to get followed by his own teammate. And here we go then falling down the rest of the order. It's going to be then Mari Fries, who was running very close to I stole these words till the time run out there. As then we got Corvid in P14. As then we got the RMCs right close to each other here. Look at this, actually. Yeah, you can see here a lot of teammates getting close to each other. You got the Full Forces, the LSAs, you got the BARs, you got FGR here, then you got Calangeroni for RMC, then we got the SCPs, Rams and Guetzi, then Ruiz finishing last. So these almost look like some teams were better than the others in the like they had better cars than the others in this race. But either way, what an amazing race here. Andy takes his first win of this team. And then Bud is gonna take second place, and you got Nandi, and then Stubble. Also with solid results there. And then yeah, you got Nandi getting the fastest lap. I'm really not sure who's gonna take the lead of the championship, but I think he's gonna be a very close top 3 there. As they kind of just swap positions from this race compared to the standings before the race. And yeah, I think I'm actually not sure where the next round is gonna be. I need to check it out, to be honest. But yeah, it's been quite an amazing race. as I believe the next round is gonna be in Hyderabad, so it's the especially the journey track little tour here, just 2 races. And right, so the next track's gonna be in Hyderabad. It's an F3 track, so see you there until the next time.